Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are 58 days away from the Great American Race, and I definitely can't do this without condolences to the Biffle family and all the families involved in the tragic plane crash that killed 7 people yesterday. Check out the NASCAR Champion profile on Greg Biffle. But you know what? He would want life to move on, and he was just a unbelievable human being. He saved so many lives. I wish somebody could have saved his, unfortunately. But we need to remember him, and I think I did a good job of that, and talk about his humanity first, and then racing second, which is how it should be. But we are going to move on, 58 days away from the Great American Race. We're going to profile car number 58. 133 starts, the 4th fewest in NASCAR history. The fewest starts for a car number with a win. So 1 win, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s. First race for the number 58, June 18th, 1950. Last race, February 15th, 2007. 43 different drivers. Only one driver ever won. So Chevrolet, 48 times was the Chevrolet the number 58 was. 44 is a Ford, 17 the Hudson, 9 Pontiac, 5 Dodge, 4 Mercury, 4 Nash, 4 Plymouth, 3 Oldsmobile, 2 Buick, a Chrysler, and a Packard. Now, I've always kind of talked in some of these videos that if I ever won the lottery, became a NASCAR car owner, I wanted one time I wanted to start card numbers to remember some of the past 7, 34, 52, 71, and 90 would have been the card numbers. As I've looked at the history of the sport and I understand the history of some of these card numbers, the 2 main card numbers I'd want now would be 58 and 85. Kind of that way my team and my drivers are able to make their own path of the history of the sport and not, have to live up the history of somebody driving one of the other cars. Just my thoughts on 58 was kind of one of the 58, 85. I think they look cool as a team, especially if you have a sponsor, several of the same sponsors on both cars. You can kind of flip the schemes and stuff. Yeah, I think that would look pretty cool. All right, in the Cup Series, Johnny Patterson, 20 starts, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish 21.9. Doug Moore, 13 starts, average finish 20.3. Ricky Craven, 12 starts, average finish 32.3. Hut Strickland, 9 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 22.8. Robert Brown, 9 starts, average finish 23.2. Jerry Bowman, 7 starts, average finish 27.0. Johnny Allen, 3 races, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, average finish 3.0. Not bad for 3 starts, right? On the Xfinity side, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Now I say Xfinity because that's the last race was ran under the Xfinity banner. 117 starts, 1 top 5, 5 top 10s for the number 85. First race was May 28th, 1983. Last race November 14th, 2009. 30 different drivers. Merv Treckler, 24 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 27.8. Regan Smith, 21 starts, average finish 26.0. Brent Sherman, 14 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 29.6. Tommy Ellis, 11 starts, 1 top 10, average finish 23.0. Again, these stats are just for this car number. So this is just Tommy Ellis' stats driving the car number 11. Chris Horn, 7 starts, average finish 36.7. Martin Truex Sr., 5 starts, average finish 21.8. Martin Truex Jr., 4 starts, average finish 20.5. Ernie Irvan, 2 starts, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish of those 2 races 6.0. On the Truck Series, 4 drivers for 36 races. Most of my lists are not all inclusive. You can go to driveraverages.com and find the entire list. 43 drivers in the Cup Series, I only talked about 7. 30 drivers in the Xfinity Series, I only talked about 8. Truck Series, there are only 4, I'll talk about all 4. So yeah, the driveraverages.com, you put in your car number, you could put in 4W, you can put in 300B, whatever number that ever ran in NASCAR history, you can go there and find the stats on it, drivers and everything. Truck Series, first race, April 8th, 1995, last race, November 20th, 2010. Chris Horn, 27 starts, average finish 25.7. Wayne Jacks, 7 starts, average finish 21.4. Kyle Weatherman, 1 start, finished 23rd. And Parker Claremont, 1 start, and finished 29th. That is it for the car number 58. As we sit here on December 19th, 58 days away from the Great American Race, we remember the great two-time NASCAR champion. He was a two-time champion in NASCAR's top 3 series, Xfinity and Truck. Finished second in the Cup Series. We think about Greg Biffle did a video about it. There's a lot of stuff out there about it. A lot of stuff out there what kind of human he was. Let's push the racing side second. What he did for his fellow Americans and North Carolinians during that tragic hurricane that went through the western North Carolina area and these mountain roads that got washed out. He took his helicopter, went there to save lives. Not just handing out bottles of water, taking medicine, having the Starlink system so these folks can call their family members and tell them they're alive, and just giving a guy insulin, giving this person food, taking chainsaw, this, what do you need? I'll go get it, come back. Just did that non-stop for days to help people, and that's the kind of man he was. So with heavy hearts, we'll move on with our countdown series. We also did a little tribute to the one and only Greg Biffle. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.